guys, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to MBBS Treasure channel. Today we are going to read about the third part of the disorder of immunological reactivity. In my previous videos or the first and second part of disorder of immunological reactivity, we have discussed what is disorder of immunological reactivity, what are its classification. It's classified into primary and secondary. In my second part, I have discussed the primary type of immunological insufficiency or the inherited type of immunological insufficiency. But in this video I am going to discuss about the acquired form of immunological insufficiency, or otherwise known as secondary form of immunological insufficiency. Okay, so this secondary form of immunological insufficiency is divided into again two types, like in the similar manner according to the types of immunological reaction, how our body shows the immunological reactions. According to that, it is again divided into two types, that is humoral type and cellular type. Humoral is shown, this humoral immunological reaction is shown by B lymphocytes, and the cellular is reaction shown by T lymphocytes. Okay, so our main intention is that disorder. It means the humoral reaction or the humoral cellular reaction, these two are not functioning. It means there are some kinds of problems relating with B lymphocytes or with T lymphocytes, and that problems are secondary. It means it occurs after birth. It is acquired during the process of ontogenesis. Okay, so our main motive of discussion is the humoral immunological reaction is divided into two types according to the cellular level and according to the molecular level. As the humoral immunological reaction is not performing, so the B cell or the B lymphocytic cells are not functioning, and as the B lymphocytic cells are not functioning, it means it will not produce the immunoglobulins. The immunoglobulins will not be produced. So this lymphocyte is a cell, so the violation will take place according to at the cellular level. This is the first kind, and second kind is violation of immunoglobulins. It means the cell, the B lymphocyte, will produce the antibodies. Antibodies are nothing but the gamma or globular proteins in our blood, and they are the molecules. That is why it is called as the molecular level of violation of antibodies. Okay, this is antibodies. Next, this cellular level. In cellular level, the T lymphocytes will not be able to perform its cellular reactions, as the T lymphocytes has different kinds of cells. So according to the cells, the mechanisms we will read. So first let's focus on the cellular type of violations and what are its mechanisms. The B cell is not functioning. As the B cell is not functioning, what could be the possible reason? What could be the possible mechanisms? And this possible mechanism is secondary type of behavior. It is not primary or it is not inherited. So what may be the reason? First one, there will be decreasing in the number of B cells. There will be decreasing in the number of B cells. The number of B lymphocytic cells may decrease, and there will be change in quality change of B lymphocytes. And third one, there will be violation of cooperation that helps the B lymphocytes to produce its actions by producing the antibodies. Okay, what is the situation that will occur where there will be decreasing in the number of B lymphocytes? Yes, when there will be decreasing in the process of lymphocytopoiesis. Lymphocytopoiesis means the process of production of lymphocytes. It means there will be decreasing in the production of amount of B lymphocytes. That will be the reason why this B cells will be less in amount. And also when there will be viral action or autoimmune reactions, the number of B cells will automatically reduce because it is autoimmune reactions. Next comes is the qualitative change. When or what is the conditions due to which the B cells will lose its quality? Yes, it is when they will regenerate. During the process of tumors, they tends to lose some of their properties and they just increase their number, that is leukosis. And during the process of increasing their number through the cell division, they loses some of their properties. They are not potentially or effectively the remains the producer of antibodies. That is the reason why they loses the quality of production. Okay, next comes the violation of blast cell transformation. What do you mean by blast cell transformation? The process of transformation from the blast cells or the lymphoblast cells to plasmocytes. If there will be violations during that process, then the plasmocytes will get will have the change of quality, and as the plasmocytes will be degraded, so the immunoglobulins that will be produced will not be that much effective. Next comes the violations of cooperation. It means the cells that helps the B cells to produce the antibody, or that help the B cells during the process of production of antibodies. It means there it happens when there will be decreasing in the fraction of macrophages. What are the what are the functions of macrophages? Macrophages are present in our blood. They also helps in reception of antigens, and they analyze and they present the antigens to B lymphocytes or T lymphocytes. That is their function. If there will be decreasing in the number of macrophages, so the macrophage will not identify the antigens coming in our blood. So how come the B cells will react until and unless the antigen is present or antigen is presented by the macrophages? This is the first thing. Second, if there will be decreasing in the influence of T helper cell. T helper cells helps to pass, or it helps to transfer the message from the macrophages to B cells or B lymphocytes for the production of antibodies. So if its function or influence will decrease, then there will be violation of cooperation and there will be violation of B cells. Finally, no antibody or less antibody. Then if there will be increasing in the influencing of T suppressor cell. Listen, T lymphocytes has 4 kinds of cells. First one is T helper cell, second one is T cytotoxic or T killer cell, third one is T producer of lymphokines, and fourth one is this T suppressor cell. What is the function of T suppressor cell? It helps in suppressing the immunological reactions. So if its function will increase, when the antigen is present, it means the body will not produce antibodies. So if its function will increase, then it will stop the B lymphocytes from producing the antibodies. That is the reason why there will be violation of cooperation. So these are the situations due to which there will be violation of B lymphocytes at the cellular level. Next comes the violation of B lymphocytes or the violations of the antibodies at the molecular level. So what are the conditions? Let's see. First one is the violation of synthesis of antibodies. If there will be any kind of problem or disorder during the synthesis of immunoglobulins or antibodies, then we will call it as violation. First, for the formation of antibodies, what are the processes required? It requires transcription, translation, and what are the requirements for the process of transcription or translation, or what are the substrate? It requires amino acids for formation of proteins. It requires enough amount of energy or the required amount of ATP for completing the process of transcription translation. If this deficiency will occur, then there will be violation of synthesis. And third one, if there will be violation of modification, if there will be violation relating to modification of antibodies. Okay, next comes is the strengthening of disintegration of immunoglobulin. What do you mean by this disintegration? Listen, immunoglobulins are molecular level. If the disintegrations means breaking of molecular level of antibodies will take place. So for example, this is the antibody. If I will disintegrate it, if I will break it, and next situation, what will happen? This antibody will be disintegrated. It will not be in a aggregative manner, and that is why it loses its function or ability to fight with the antigen, because it is structurally unstable now. So that is the reason why if there will be strengthening of disintegration of antibodies, it will lead to violation of antibodies, and there will be no humoral reaction. Then third one is loss of antibodies, nephrotic syndrome. Why I have written nephrotic syndrome? Because it is a particular kind of syndrome in which our nephrotic means kidney able to pass higher amount of proteins from our body. Excess amount of water, excess amount of excretion takes place during the nephrotic syndrome, and the kidney tries to pass higher amount of proteins through the urine. And if the body or the kidney will pass excess amount of proteins through the urine, then the immunoglobulins will not be able to form, because the immunoglobulins are nothing but the globular proteins of the blood. Okay, as there will be decreasing in the protein in the body, so there will be loss of immunoglobulins, and effective results or humoral reactions will not be able to form. Next comes the cellular type of insufficiency. In secondary type of cellular insufficiency, it is just equivalent with the violations of B cells, because it is a single cells and it is also T cells. So almost same. Let's see what is the mechanisms. First one is the diminishing in the number of T cells. If there will be decreasing in the lymphocytopoiesis and action of viral or acute immuno reactions, then its number will decrease. Same with this. Second one is the quality change of the T cells. If there will be change in the quality of the T cells, and when does it occur? Violation of cytotoxicity by T killer cell, and violation of synthesis of T lymphokines, the T lymphokines producer cell. Okay, the T lymphocytes that are responsible for formations of lymphokines, if there will be synthesis will be violated, then its quality will change, or quality of response of T lymphocytes or cellular immunological reactions will not take place. Then comes the violation of cooperation. Like the same manner, there will be decreasing in the fraction of macrophages, there will be decreasing in the interleukins 2 formation, because interleukin 2 helps the T cell for producing its action, more effective action by the help of interleukin 2. And third one, there will be increasing in the influence of T suppressor cell. As the T suppressor cell will increase its influence, the immunological reaction or the cellular type of immunological reactions will not take place. Okay, so this is pretty easy for you guys, because secondary immunological insufficiency is not that hard in relations with the primary immunological insufficiency. So I will tell you to be more focused in primary immunological insufficiency that I have said in part 2 of the disorder of immunological reactivity. So consider this as just easy topic for you guys. Okay, So this was all about the secondary immunological insufficiency. If you find this helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video.